What's the deal? Calm your mental family. This is a love note bonus. I like to throw these out here and there. Always with the same love and the same energy of calm and wishing you well. So we'll start there and we'll pause. And we'll take a deep breath. And just appreciate where we are at the moment. Even if it's not the best place, there's always something to grab from it. And I would encourage you, whether you start your day in the daytime or in the night, to set an intention and to ask God, ask the universe to bring you a gift with whatever the day presents. Again, whether it's a good or not so good day, or whether or not things go your way that day, I encourage you to just get what you can out of it, even if what you can get out of it is a lesson, a message, an understanding, a shift in perspective, in attitude, in direction, whatever the fuck, right? And then just embrace it with a little bit of gratitude. So in the spirit of that, I mean, that all itself is a love note, right? I could just leave it there, but something else quickly I'll get into with you, and that's, I had a really interesting and dope interaction recently, and it had me thinking about potential and how we can kind of pull the frame out in our lives and evaluate, where we are on the scale of our own potential. And if we are maybe somewhere we don't want to be, how can we get to where we want to be? Potentially. And I think there's so many things to consider, and one of those things is why? I always feel like there's two directions we can go, right? Like there's that personal drive, that personal goal, that personal reason for wanting to reach a certain status or to fulfill a certain goal, be a part of a certain club. Why? Is it for optics? Is it for your own personal gratification? Or is it simply because you feel the need to achieve your own greatness? And maybe there's stages to that. Maybe it goes from one thing to the next, right? All I'm saying is, if you're gonna do it, figure out why. Because I think the level of satisfaction, the level of peace that comes with following your potential, chasing your potential, achieving greatness is very much tied to why you're doing it. And some of us just have it in us to reach a goal and just move on to the next, right? We're just out here goal chasing or goal achieving, and super cool, nothing wrong with that. But in the grand scheme of things, will it matter? Will it matter if you don't? If you know you're great, but no one else does, right? If you never get that acknowledgement, if you never get that award, if you never get that, group that you view as important, patting you on the back or acknowledging you in the public eye, will you be okay with what you've been able to achieve? And who's really your audience? Is it all of those people out there, or is it your own inner critic? Yeah, I had to go there. What are you doing this for? Because you know what? Before there were award shows and ceremonies, there were just people out there with this inner need, this inner desire to reach their full potential. And then somehow their full potential was beneficial to others. It contributed to just the greater good. I feel like, just for an example, the dopest musicians are the ones who are just simply doing it out of the love for it, right? And that need to express themselves musically. There's just this inner need to do it, this inner love to do it. And look at how many people are blessed by them just following the love of what they're doing, and feeling that need to fulfill that love of what they're doing. Prime example, Michael Jackson. He was so dope. Such a talent, and made a global impact, doing not only what he was great at, but what he loved doing. potential and why. Sure, you can be great to be great, but you can be greater when you're driven by the love of what you're doing. I'm no scientist, but I venture to say that love is probably the greatest frequency there is. Probably love and hate, honestly. They're like polar opposites. But the same vibe, a very intense desire, a very intense idea going in one direction or another. But yeah, so this love note is just a reminder that reaching your fullest potential is dope. And achieving greatness is dope. But if not for the applause, if not for the acknowledgement of others, would what you're doing, would what you're pursuing matter? Lastly, what comes to mind is Mike Tyson and an interview he did the other day, and the young lady was asking him about his legacy and what sort of legacy he wanted to leave, and he basically was just like, fuck that. I'm not doing that for that. We're all gonna perish. We're all gonna die, and who cares about your legacy when you're dead, right? Like, from an egoic standpoint of like, I'm not that important. I just came into the world to fulfill my fullest potential, to know my potential, to fulfill it, and then I'm out of here. I'm out of here just like everyone before me was out of here. To then, after he fought and was interviewed, said basically something similar to that, because he technically lost to Jake Paul. And I think the interviewer asked him, like, something to the effect of like, do you care about what others think, or, and he was just like, I didn't do it for that reason. I'm proud of myself. I went out there as a 58-year-old man and did what I could do. I pushed myself to my limits and did what I could do. And that was enough. I'm getting emotional as I just process what he said. Is your greatness, is your full potential enough for you? By all means, keep going, keep reaching. But just make sure that your satisfaction and your reason isn't for the applause. It's because you know who you are and you know what you're capable of, and you want to see yourself get there. I think that a lot of people fell in love with Mike Tyson last night because of his philosophy. Because of the idea that, you know what? I'm just here to be my best self. And it was a reminder for the rest of us. To come out swinging and just go towards being our best self. That's how we will all reach our highest potential. And whatever comes with that, comes with that. If the awards come with that, cool. If the accolades come with that, cool. If the acknowledgement comes with that, cool. But it's not our reason. It doesn't need to be. Well, that's all I have for now. Until next time.